Hey guys, welcome to BODHI. My name is Camille and this is Tamal, and today we're going to do a 30-minute go flow. Let's get started in child's pose. Start with your big toes to touch, maybe your knees or hips with distance apart, or maybe they're together. Allow your arms to reach towards the front of the room, or maybe they're going to be along down your sides, reaching towards the back of the mat. Whatever's the most comfortable shape for you. Just allow yourself to begin to settle it. Begin to notice maybe your energy level, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Just notice where you're at. And I invite you to let whatever thoughts begin to flow into your head just flow right out the other side. Allow yourself to become present wherever you are on your mat. And let's take a big inhale through the nose to hold. And let's open up the mouth and sigh it out. We'll take another one of those. Big inhale through the nose to hold. Open up the mouth as you release. We'll take another big inhale through the nose. Holding your breath at the top. And this time keeping your lips sealed, exhale out of the nose. Maybe tapping into your Ujjayi breath. And just keeping awareness in your breath. Staying in child's pose, I just want you to walk your hands over towards the right corner of your mat. Maybe your left arm reaches over, coming across. Think about hooking back through your left outer hip, reaching all the way through those left fingertips. With every inhale, you grow a little bit longer. With every exhale, maybe you reach just a little bit more. Maybe grow so long it feels as if you've added a rib or two to your rib cage. We'll come back through center, switch sides, walk those hands over towards the left corner of your mat. Again, maybe your right hand crosses over your left for that little extra reach. Anchoring back through your outer right hip. Grow longer, a little bit taller. And walk our hands back through center. Take one full breath, reaching your arms towards the front of the room. Allow them to get long. On that next inhale, let's roll up to a tabletop position. We'll stack the shoulders over the hips. Get nice and long, neutral through your spine. Beginning to engage your core, we'll reach our right leg back, keeping our foot flexed. Keeping it in line with the hips, try to keep those hips square. And then we'll begin to reach our left fingertips forward as if we're gonna shake somebody's hand in front of us. Again, engaging through the core, draw the belly button up into the spine. Allow yourself to create a nice long line of energy from the tip of your right heel all the way to those left fingertips. We'll take a big inhale. Exhale, we'll tap our elbow to our knee underneath our belly. Inhale, we'll reach it out, get long. Exhale, we'll tap. Inhale, we'll reach. Exhale, we'll tap. About 15 seconds on your own. Use your breath as your guide. Going as slow or as fast as you would like. Again, it's not about how many reps you get, it's just connecting the movement with the breath. Couple more breaths. And we'll meet with everything nice and long, extended out. Keeping everything lifted, I just want you to tuck your left toes and try to lift your left knee just an inch off the mat. Ugh. Oh yeah, he makes it look easy, but this is not. It's okay if you fall, wobble out of it. Just hold for 2 more breaths for me. And gently set it all back down. Come to tabletop. Maybe find one cat, one cow. Neutralize the spine. We'll meet with that nice long spine when you're ready. Let's extend that left foot back. Again, flexing through those back foot. Keep that leg nice and long. And we'll reach our right hand towards the front of the room. Taking a moment to find your balance. Chances are, as if your balance is off, your shoulder might be not stacked perfectly over that wrist, or maybe your hip isn't over the knee. When you're ready, we'll take a big inhale. Exhale, tap your elbow to your knee. Inhale, we'll reach. Exhale, we'll tap on your own. 15 seconds. You got this. Again, just stay in your breath. Find a movement and a flow that works for you. Last 2 breaths. We'll meet nice and long, everything extended out. When you're ready, we'll tuck those right toes. Try to lift that knee up just an inch. Challenge yourself again. Maybe you wobble, maybe you lose your balance. Try to get back into it. Just for one more breath. Nice, let's set it all down. Find one cat, one cow. Wiggle out that spine. When you're ready, we'll meet with a nice long neutral spine. We'll tuck the toes, lift those hips. Let's find downward facing dog. Do what you gotta do here. Maybe you wiggle out your feet, sway your hips from side to side. Allow yourself to feel comfortable. This is our home base. Once you've found all of the wiggling and the shaking, allow yourself to find some stillness. Maybe you close your eyes and just think about every part of the body that I begin to mention. We're gonna start with our hands. See if you can lift all 10 of your fingertips up, grounding down through the circumference of your palm, and then slowly letting down each knuckle and fingertip, expanding your grip on the mat. We let our inner elbow shine forward. Your triceps begin to wrap back. Think about pulling those shoulder blades apart. Spine gets nice and long. Sit bones are lifted towards the ceiling. Notice how those hamstrings feel. Maybe your heels touch the ground, maybe they don't. It's okay wherever they are, just allow them to disappear behind the toes. Let's inhale, roll forward to a high plank. Stack the shoulders over the wrist, hips get low. Let's push back up, downward facing dog. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, roll forward like a wave, high plank. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. One more, let's inhale, roll forward to a high plank. This time lower down halfway to hover, low push up. Push back up, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. This time we'll take a full vinyasa. Inhale, roll forward, high plank, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips are nice and high. Let's inhale, reach the right leg up high to the sky. Lead with your inner right thigh. Toes pointing towards the ground. Take a big inhale. Exhale, tap your nose to your knee as you rock forward. Inhale, reach it up and back. Exhale, tap your knee to your nose. Inhale, up and back. 15 seconds on your own. Kind of similar to what we did before, linking the breath with our movements, rounding through the spine. Keeping the chin tucked towards the chest. We'll meet with the leg up and back. Inhale, bring your knee to your nose just to step it through top of the mat. Stay high on your back toes, get high on those fingertips, and we'll reach the arms towards the back of the room, down your rib cage. Allow your chest to hover over that front thigh, creating a little bit of space. Spine gets nice and long. And again, think about that energy line that you're creating all the way from the left heel to the crown of your head. Everything's gonna stay the same. I just want you to reach your arms forward towards the front of the room. Biceps will get by the ears. Try not to let your chest lift. Keep it at the same level that you had it before. And we're gonna interlace our hands, flip our palms inside out as if we're pushing away the wall or the area in front of us. And again, keeping everything as is, I just want you to twist your chest towards the right side. Ugh. Again, we're keeping it hovering, we're getting long. Keep that twist. Let's just bring our hands to prayer, left elbow on the outside of that right knee. Get a little bit deeper. Allow your hands to stack on top of each other, pushing down with the right hand into the left, allowing your palms to get a little bit closer to that sternum bone. Every inhale, we get a little bit longer. Exhale, twist just a little bit deeper. And on your next inhale, think crescent, come all the way up, staying high on the back toes. Find a little bit of slack in that back knee, neutralizing through your pelvis. Knit in the upper rib cage, draw the shoulder blades down your spine. We'll bring our hands to prayer, and we're gonna begin to lean so far forward that our back foot just magically lifts up to a warrior three. Flex through that back foot. Keep it as strong and energized as your standing leg, if not even more. Toes are pointing towards the ground, hips are square. Keeping everything nice and long. Just begin to bend that standing leg. Push back up, get it straight. Ooh, 2 more, bend that standing leg. Oh, and we'll push back up. 1 more, let's bend that standing leg, get low. This time stepping the left foot to meet the right chair pose, top of the mat. Hips are low, arms can sweep up overhead just for a big inhale. Exhale, fold forward, let's let it go. Inhale, we lift, we lengthen. Exhale brings our chaturanga, find your way back. Inhale brings your lift, exhale brings your hips high to the sky. Let's take a big inhale through the nose. Open up the mouth, let it go. Let's reach the left leg up high to the sky. Again, leading with that inner left thigh. Take a big inhale. Exhale, tap your knee to your nose, round through the shoulders. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we tap on your own. 15 seconds. Couple more breaths. Stay in your movements. We'll meet with the leg nice and high to the sky. When you're ready, we'll tap your knee to your nose just to step it through, top of the mat. Stay high on the back toes, get light on the fingertips, draw the shoulder blades down the spine. When you're ready, arms will reach back by your rib cage. Crown of the head reaches towards the front of the room. Again, we're hovering that chest over that front thigh. Allow the spine to get nice and long. Everything's gonna stay the same. Let's just reach those arms towards the front of the room, biceps by the ears. Maybe you even get your arms a little bit higher than your ears. Let's interlace those hands, the opposite pinky, opposite thumb on top. If you can remember, we'll flip the palms inside out. And we just gently twist towards our left side. Engaging that core. Let's bring the hands to prayer, deep in that twist. Again, hands are at your heart center. Think about getting your right rib cage a little bit closer to that left inner thigh, if you can get it any closer, right? And on your next inhale, we'll lift up to a crescent pose, come all the way up. Getting comfortable, readjust your stance if you need to. Again, that back knee will bend a little bit. Arms grow longer and taller all the way from the outsides of those waists. And we'll bring our hands to prayer. Begin to lean our chest so far forward, our back foot comes up to a warrior three. Take your time getting into this pose. Grounding down through that left big toe. Back foot is nice and flexed. Stay in your breath. Let's bend that standing leg, push it back up. 2 more, bend that standing leg, push it back up. 1 more, bend that standing leg. And we'll step the right foot to meet the left chair pose, top of your mat. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, fold, get out of there. Inhale, we lift and lengthen. Exhale, we fold. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we bow. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we fold. This time, inhale, we lift. Chaturanga your way back. Tamal was ready for it to begin with, right? Downward facing dog will meet. Let's take a big inhale through the nose. Open up the mouth, let it go. Let's inhale, reach the right leg up high to the sky. We'll step it through top of the mat. Back heel is gonna spin down. Lead with your left arm coming up to a warrior two. Grounding down through the back outer edge of your foot, letting your front or your back foot spin in about 10 degrees. Your front foot facing towards the front of the room. Arms are reaching further apart from each other. Maybe your gaze is over your front middle finger. We're just gonna sit for a couple breaths. Allow this knee, your front knee to stack perfectly over that ankle, creating a nice 90-degree angle. Think about drawing your belly button into your spine. Let's drop our right forearm to our front thigh. Left arm is going to reach up and overhead. Again, the bicep hanging over the ear. Your line of energy here, I want you to think about grounding down through the outer edge of this foot all the way to those fingertips. Notice how Tamal's leg is nice and straight all the way up to those fingertips. And we're just going to add a little bit of heat by lifting that right forearm, reaching it towards the front of your space. Allow yourself to keep that lean, getting nice and long through both sides of the body. And taking your gaze down towards the mat, look about 12 inches in front of that right foot. Place your right hand there, coming up to a half moon. Think about spinning your left inner thigh down, big toe pointing towards the ground. Arms reach further apart from each other, collarbones get long. Option to hang out right here. Maybe you try to take the bind by bending your left foot, grabbing a hold of it with your left hand. If you took the bind, gently release, get long. We're only going to set our left fingertips down, squaring off the hips, standing splits. Allow that left leg to get a little bit higher. Maybe you walk your hands to the outer edges of your mat. Allow your elbows to bend, let your head get heavy, let it get a little bit closer to that front shin. Lift your left leg a little bit more, inhale. Exhale, step it to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, we lift and lengthen. Exhale, we chaturanga, find your way back. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Last side, guys. Stick with me. Let's inhale, lift our left leg up high to the sky. Exhale, we'll bring it through, step it to the top of the mat in between your hands. Back heel spins down. We'll lead with the right arm. We come up, warrior two. Taking your time, finding your stance. Again, you want that front knee to be bent at like 90-degree angle. Back toes point forward just a little bit. Think about drawing the shoulder blades down your spine, and your arms are pinning back and pushing down and pushing forward as well, resisting all of the different angles, anything but up. Maybe you close your eyes, just a couple breaths. And let's drop our left forearm to that front thigh. Right arm will reach up and overhead. Think about the pinky side of your right hand facing down towards the ground. Either your palm will face towards the ground or towards the space behind you. Getting nice and long through that right side body, but think about also getting long through your left side body. Try not to create a rainbow arch in that left side. And then again, just adding a little bit more, let's reach our left arm forward. Allow that torso to hover over that front thigh. Notice how when you hover and it's at a twist, maybe it's a little bit more difficult. Notice how the obliques maybe have to engage a little bit more. Let's take our gaze down towards our mat. Look about 12 inches in front of that left foot, and we'll stamp that left fingertips there. Back foot is flexed. Think about pointing down with your right big toe, creating an internal rotation on that right thigh. Crown of the head reaches towards the front of the room. Think about growing your arms apart from each other. Option to take the binded variation, bending that right leg, reaching back with that right hand. Try to grab a hold of the foot. And we're only going to bring our right hand down to the mat, square off those hips, standing splits. Allow that right foot to maybe get a little bit higher. Let your elbows bend, let your torso fall towards that standing leg. And really let the head and neck hang heavy here. Maybe you shake your head from side to side. Let's inhale, reach the right leg up a little bit more. Exhale, we'll step it down top of the mat. Inhale, we lift, we lengthen. Exhale, we chaturanga our way back. Inhale brings your back bend. Exhale brings your downward facing dog. Let's inhale, reach the right leg up high to the sky. We'll step it through, top of your mat, pause, dropping down on your back knee, and begin to heel toe that foot towards the center of your mat. We'll drop that outer knee, pigeon pose, settle in. Maybe if your right glute is hovering up off the mat, you take a towel, you roll it up, or maybe have a book underneath that hip. Allow yourself to just settle in. Notice any tension or any resistance you feel, maybe in your right hip. I invite you to send your breath to that space. And if you lost your breath at any point during the flow, this is a perfect time to come back to it. Try to create those nice, long and slow inhales and exhales. Two more breaths. And when you're ready, we'll begin to step up onto your hands. If you drop to your forearms, tuck the back toes, swing that right leg up and back, down dog. Maybe you shake out that right side, take some circles with that hip. Notice how the hips feel, a little bit of a difference. When you're ready, left leg will extend back and we'll step it through, top of the mat. Back knee drops down, begin to heel toe that foot towards the right corner of the mat. And we'll drop that left knee, find that pigeon pose. And we know that our left and our right sides of our body are completely different, but personally for me, I feel it a lot in this pose particularly. So just maybe noticing any changes that you feel on this side that maybe you didn't feel on the other side, but being okay with wherever you are and giving this side the same love and attention that you gave to the other side. And just a couple more breaths. And when you're ready, let's step up onto your hands, tuck the back toes, swing that left leg back. Again, shake it out, do whatever you gotta do. But when you're ready, we'll drop down to the knees, cross one ankle over the other, extend your legs towards the front of the room. We'll find our sit bones, AKA a butt cheek, pull it back towards the back of the room. Maybe you roll out your right and your left thigh. Inhale, we'll reach the arms up overhead, get nice and long through the spine. Exhale, we'll reach for the toes as we fold forward. And we'll be here for just a couple breaths. Something that I like to do, and I know Tamal likes to do as well. With every inhale, you get a little bit longer. With every exhale, you round a little bit deeper. It makes it feel like you're growing space. So do that maybe for the next couple breaths as we just sit here. It's a great way to get in a quick active stretch. Get nice and long through those hamstrings. Maybe 2 more. We'll gently release, roll all the way up, and we'll come onto our backs. We'll find one back bend, planting those heels nice and close to the sit bones. Arms can come down by your sides. On your inhale, we'll pull the knees forward to lift those hips up, pushing down through those heels. Option to keep your arms where they are. Maybe you interlace them underneath your low back. And we just hang out here. Maybe you take a full wheel variation if you're feeling it today. Wherever you are, we're breathing into the lower back, upper back. Notice how your spine feels. Inhale, lift a little bit more. Exhale, let's let it down. And let's pull the knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. Let's extend out the left leg. And we're going to find a gentle twist, bringing our right knee over and across to our left side. Right arm is going to extend out to a T, and have your gaze over towards the right side. Maybe you close your eyes. We're almost to the finish line. Let's come through center. We'll switch our sides. Allow that right leg to get long. Left knee, pull it in. When you're ready, we'll twist. Left arm goes out to a T. And think about gluing that left shoulder blade to your mat. It's okay if your left knee doesn't touch the ground when you twist, but we're more concerned about the shoulder blade grounding down. And let's come through center. And we'll pull both knees into our chest. Try to grab opposite shins over your knees. Pull your forehead. Create a tight little ball. Let's take a big, big inhale. Holding your breath at the top, along with any stress, tension, anxiety, bubble it up, bring it to the surface. Maybe take one more sip of air just to cap it off. And let it all go. Arms and legs get long. Take up space on your mat. And we finally made it. Sweet Savasana. Allow this place to be where you let go. You let go of all thoughts, feelings, emotions. You let go of the physical body, physical practice. Just let yourself be. It's over now. You can rest. Inviting a big inhale through the nose. Open up your mouth, let it go. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, rolling out the wrists and the ankles, bringing a little movement back to the body. Maybe you reach your arms up overhead, find a full body stretch. When you're ready, rolling off to whatever side you would like. And taking your time coming up towards a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you. And we'll bring our hands to heart center, just finding a moment of gratitude for yourself and for your practice. Take the time to thank yourself for making this space for you, taking time out of your day to move your body, take care of yourself physically, mentally, and spiritually. Namaste.